flat earth videos recently, and it's the same old really. Someone saying one thing, then someone else saying the other thing, but when it all comes down to it, people, it's a flat earth. I mean, we're living in a time that a businessman like Donald Trump can make president of the United States. I mean, come on, people. We are definitely in the end times when someone like that can make it. I mean, we all thought it was the end times when Ronald Reagan made it. Do you know what I mean? Sorry about that. But I've got to say, flat Earth has remained the same. Although recently I read a little bit of the Bible, and it said the sun goes down. Food for thought. What could that mean? The sun goes down. Obviously, God stopped the sun and the moon for a day. And then somewhere along that line, after all that, the sun went down. It's interesting, I've got to say. Flat Earth, the globe, not going into space, going into space. Not landing on the moon, landing on the moon. The first moon landing was by the cameraman. Must have been, right? Because who took that first picture of the first astronauts to land on the moon? I mean, come on. Oh, I must be living in Twilight Zone if everyone thinks that shit's real. The Matrix. Pots and pans, sticks and stones. Interesting. I've been attacked a lot recently by the devil. A lot. But today I realised that I allowed him to attack me. I didn't stand up. I didn't fight against him. And obviously I can't be believing God the way that I thought I did. But today I realised that. But maybe tomorrow when I wake up, I'll be the same as today. Or yesterday. If you catch my drift. The point is, we're no longer living in that dream, in that matrix, because a lot of us decided not to follow the masses. The blind many. God said that the many will fall and the less will follow. And I believe that to be true. The way I see it, you have two choices. Follow God or follow the devil. Your choice. We live on a flat plane. The Bible tells us so. But not only that, it stands to reason, right? The sun and the moon are on Earth, under the dome. There is no universe. We have been lied to, and many people have bought it. You know why? Because we got it taught from a young age. We start nursery, go to infants, then juniors, then secondary school. And throughout all of that, we're taught that lie. The earth is flat. The globe, sorry. And we're taught that it's not flat. But recently, many of us has researched the globe earth to try and prove that it's real. And the flat earth, the plain earth, is fake. Many of you came to the same conclusion as us that believe in the flat earth. Which means we're special. Which means God created us, definitely. And we should stop fighting each other, arguing with each other, and going to war with each other. And having people like Obama, Trisha May, and all those kind of people ruling our world that we live on. And we should stand up and go, we're not having it no more. You're gone. This government, the government that surrounds this earth, are gone. Because we don't want it no more. We don't want all this deception, all this darkness that the devil has been putting here. Man, oh man, oh man. Recently, I've been attacked left, right and centre by the devil. But I'll tell you something. It hasn't worked. Yeah, at times I've been in that moment. But there's been times where I just said, what? I'm going to pray to my Lord. And I did. And he's brought me out of it. And he said, this is what he's done to you. And I've seen it. And I tell the devil, go and do yourself. I want you all to know the devil is real. The devil is real. You see him? Manchester United. I bought that top a long time ago. I use it for painting and decorating these days and just relaxing around in the house. I'm not a football supporter. I bought it for a good price. I was with my brother, I was young. Didn't know about the Illuminati and all this, that, the other. So I bought it. In the moment. Looking back on it now, should I have? No. I should have taken one look at that top and said, bugger off. I've still got it, I just use it for painting, decorating and lazing around. But I know what's what. I see what's what. Where I work, more or less everyone there is racist. I can't stand that shit. Why should people be racist? Whites, blacks, whatever. Chinese, Indian, boom, done. You're all human beings. You all bleed the same. You all smell the same. You all taste the same. I'm talking about kissing here and stuff like that. You grow old the same. You're born the same. You bleed. You go toilet. All this stuff, you know, it's all the same thing. We all do it. We grow beards, moustaches, even some women. I'm joking. The point is, we're not different. We're all the same. You know, I moved to Sittingbourne to get out of the rat race, basically. And to relax slightly. I was moving too fast in London. I was here, there and everywhere. My wife, she needed to move away as well. A lot of this stuff that I've done over the past 3 years, I've done for her. I left everyone I knew so she could have that freedom. Funny what we do for love and to help the ones we love. Anyway, people, look. Love is the most important thing on this earth. The Bible tells us so. Without love, there's only darkness. And with darkness, there is a destroyer. Turn away from your sins today. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Simple as that. Now look around. Now look at the stuff that's being put on YouTube lately, you know, with truthers and stuff like that. And I say to myself, hey, it's the same old, same old. It's getting old. It really is. And then I see like people doing live chats and the stuff they're coming out with just, to me, doesn't make sense. And then someone would say, oh, well done to that person. He was talking sense. But from what I saw, it was just a load of rubbish. We know what's what. We see it. We're living it. Instead of talking rubbish about other, you know, truthers and so forth, you know, flat earthers, whatever, stand together. Look at each other and say, we're going to meet each other and we're going to, you know, move forward. You know, in the First World War and Second World War, there were the people behind the scenes that helped allies get through to certain places for certain people to win. Yeah, it was all a setup. They was all working for the governments and so forth. But shouldn't we have people like that? Shouldn't we be people like that? Because one day, shit's going to hit the fan. You got your new world order, you know. You're going to get the mark of the beast. And no one in Flat Earth is actually talking about that at the moment. They're not just talking about Flat Earth either no more. They've moved on to some other crap. Listen, yeah. The fourth wall, third wall, second wall, whatever. Who cares about that? They've changed a lot of stuff. Of course they have. Doesn't matter. Move on. Let's look at the bigger pictures. And there's many. One day, they're going to call you in to take the chip. I won't accept it. I haven't given it to my dog and I never will. He's a part of my family. In England right now, it's the law to give your dog a chip. Well, you know what I say to that? Never. You could take me to prison for my dog, or my children, or my wife, or myself. Because no way will I take the mark of the beast. I want you all to know that all this stuff is real. I've done my research. You know, I'm a flat earther. I've done my research on that too. I've done my research on the Illuminati, the Freemasons, you know, Skull and Bone, this, that, the other, you know. I've researched my arse out. I can't do no more. I probably could. But everything I've learnt has made sense. At first, it never did. But through the grace of